I'm seeing the world through ancient eyes. The pressure is a ghost, a heavy hand. Far from the noise of the surface land. The silver is gone, the blue is black. There's no map to lead me back. But I'm feeling a pulse in the freezing deep, waking the dreams that the corals keep. I'm shedding the weight of the open air, finding a kingdom that's waiting down there. Burning with the fire of an abyss glow, watching the currents and the shadows flow. I'm the electric heart in the midnight sea, a living light in the deep mystery. Cold as the iron, bright as the spark. I'm the only neon inside of the dark. Abyss glow, yeah, I'm finding the core. I'm not afraid of the crushing anymore. Silence is a song, a river mid-tide, with nowhere left for the spirit to hide. I'm drifting through canyons of liquid stone, a ruler of a silence I'm making my own. Every vibration is a trail of gold, a story of the water that's never been told. It's not a drowning, it's a total immersion. The final remains of the surface version. Turn up the soul and let the work expand. I'm touching the flow with a glowing hand, burning with the fire of an abyss glow, watching the currents and the shadows flow. I'm the electric heart in the midnight sea, a living light in the deep mystery. Cold as the iron, bright as the spark. I'm the only neon inside of the dark. Abyss glow, yeah, I'm finding the core. I'm not afraid of the crushing anymore. The glow, flickering bright, the deep, my only light, below the storm, inside the calm. Drawing the blueprint in a hollow of night, sketching the stars with a pencil of light. I'm building a staircase that leads to the deep, inside of the secrets the memories keep. The brick is a thought and the mortar is time, a mountain of logic I'm starting to climb. The pillars are rising, a silver design, where the ghost of a person and a project align. I'm not a tenant, I'm the hand on the pen, creating the world that was hidden back there. Caught in the pulse of the architect's hand, turning the water to solid command. I'm the skyscraper, the cathedral of mind, leaving the gravity of the valley behind. Intricate and gold and eternal and tall, I'm building the bridge and I'm breaking the wall. Architect of dreams, yeah, we're shaping the air. This is the kingdom that we wanted to share. This is the kingdom that we wanted to share. This is the kingdom that we wanted of the architect's hand, turning the water to solid command. I'm the skyscraper, the cathedral of mind, leaving the gravity of the valley behind. Intricate and golden, eternal and tall, I'm building the bridge and I'm breaking the wall. Architect of dreams, yeah, we're shaping the air. This is the kingdom that we wanted to share. Kingdom that we wanted to share. The dream coming to life, the build ending the strife, stone by stone, my The seconds are stretching like a rubber band. The hour is slipping through a frozen hand. I'm seeing the future in a faded frame, a mirror of a day without a name. The clock is a liar, the gears are all wrong. I'm finding the silence in the middle of a song. The gears are grinding a metallic scream, waking up slowly from a linear dream. I'm the pause in the heartbeat, the skip in the track, moving so forward that I'm coming back. Caught in the pulse of a chronos glitch, flipping the internal and eternal switch. I'm the minute that vanished, the hour that stayed, watching the memory of the calendar fade, frozen and flowing a river of glass, waiting for the echoes of the world to pass. Chronos glitch, yeah, I'm breaking the line, where the moment and the infinity align. The seasons are changing in a blink of an eye. The sun is a circle that's refusing to die. I'm walking through hallways of 1,000 years, washing the dust of the ancient fears. The pendulum swinging, a heavy dark blade, but I'm not the one who's actually afraid. It's not an ending, it's a total reset, the highest of stakes that I haven't met. Dizzying the rhythm, let the seconds expand. I'm holding the clock in a trembling hand. Caught in the pulse of a chronos glitch, flipping the internal and internal switch. I'm the minute that vanished, the hour that stayed, watching the memory of the calendar fade, frozen and flowing a river of glass, waiting for the echoes of the world to pass. Chronos glitch, yeah, I'm breaking the line, where the moment and the infinity align. The infinity align. The glitch, always a loop, the time, breaking the group, back to the start, inside the The isotopes are dancing in a late-line room, a beautiful countdown to a golden doom. I'm feeling the friction, the heavy decay, the ghosts of the carbon are melting away. The core is is a heartbeat, a rhythm of red, shaking the dust of the things that they said. The pressure is climbing, the cooling is down. I'm the only light in a shadowless town. It's not a disaster, it's a total release, breaking the atoms to find the peace. Caught in the surge of a critical mass, watching the world turn to pillars of glass. I'm the reaction, the chain and the wire, a cold calculation with a heart full of fire. Blinding and heavy, eternal and fast, first of the light and the very last. Critical mass, yeah, we're tearing the core. I'm not a human, I'm something much more. The radiation is a silver blue glow into the places that the radars don't go. I'm split in the silence, I'm split in the soul, losing the fragments to become the whole. Every vibration is a megaton beat. I'm walking the sun with steady feet. It's not an explosion, it's a soul's expansion, a flash of the spirit in a new dimension. Open the valves, let the power ignite, where I'm running the speed of the light. Caught in the surge of a critical mass, watching the world turn to pillars of glass. I'm the reaction, the chain and the wire, a cold calculation with a heart full of fire. Blinding and heavy, eternal and fast, the first of the light and the very last. Critical mass, yeah, we're tearing the core. I'm not a human, I'm something much more. The mass, always divine, the surge across the line. Everything's bright, everything's light. Monuments are crumbling, the gold is in the dust, a silhouette of iron turning into rust. I'm walking on the remains of 1,000-year rain. The silence is a river, the heat is a pain. The dunes are moving like a golden sea, hiding the secrets of the history. The sun is a hammer, the wind is a choir, forging the spirit inside of the fire. No more shadows, no more stone. I'm building a kingdom, I'm making my own. Caught in the swirl of a desert empire, A gallery of fire that's never coming back. I'm standing on the edge of the silent sea, last witness of a dying galaxy. The hydrogen is thin, the oxygen is cold. I'm holding the light that the ancients once hold. The gravity is pulling a heavy dark tide, with nowhere left for the spirit to hide. I'm the only spark in a billion miles, watching the shadows in the stellar aisles. Caught in the glow of the very last star, remembering the worlds and the things that we are. On the event horizon, the edge of the light, the only soul burning in the infinite night. Fragile and golden, eternal and small, I'm guarding the fire and I'm breaking the fall. The last star, yeah, I'm holding the spark until the universe is finally dark. The nebula is a ghost of velvet blue veil, watching the memory of the comets fail. Every vibration is a prayer to the sun. I'm the only battle that hasn't been won. I've mastered the silence, the absolute zero, the unintended villain, the accidental hero. It's not an ending, it's a final connection, a flash of the soul in a new direction. Surrender the orbit, let the vacuum expand. I'm holding the morning in a cold, steady hand. Caught in the glow of the very last star, remembering the worlds and the things that we are. I'm the event horizon, the edge of the light, the only soul burning in the infinite night. Fragile and golden, eternal and small, I'm guarding the fire and I'm breaking the fall. The last star, yeah, I'm holding the spark until the universe is finally dark. Hey, hey, the star fading away, the light into the gray, the end of the day. I'm here to stay. The leaves are translucent, a diamond cut green inside of a forest that's never been seen. The roots are like cables, the sap is like oil, feeding a spirit in mechanical soil. The flowers are humming a frequency low, watching the neon lit predators go. I'm breathing the pollen of a silicone flower, finding the grace in a mechanical hour. The rain is a shower of silver and sparks, lighting the path through the cybernetic dark. I'm shedding the skin of the world I once knew, to become the reflection of a different view. Caught in the pulse of a glass jungle now, with a crown of white thorns on a heavy brow. I'm the predator, I'm the electric vine, where the animal and the machine align. Lush and eternal, synthetic and deep, waking the giants that the canopies keep. Glass jungle, yeah, we're breaking the cage into the wild of a digital age. Into the world of a digital age. The rivers are mercury, a mirror of light, flowing through canyons of a velvet blue night. Every Every vibration is a bird on the wing. I can hear the code that the nightingale sing. I'm not a tourist, I'm the soul of the tree, losing the human to finally be free. It's not a wasteland, it's a total bloom, a beautiful birth in a mechanical womb. Stir up the echoes, let the shadows expand. I'm touching the thorns with a steady hand. Caught in the pulse of a glass jungle now, with a crown of white thorns on a heavy brow. I'm the predator, I'm the electric vine, where the animal and the machine align. Lush and eternal, synthetic and deep, waking the giants that the canopies keep. Glass jungle, yeah, we're breaking the cage into the wild of a digital inside the world. The soul is reconciled. The floor is the ceiling, the wall is a door. I'm walking on shadows across a glass floor. The angles are broken, the physics are wrong. I'm finding the rhythm of a non-linear song. Up is the new, down, the left is the right. I'm weaving the maze out of liquid light. The geometry is shifting, a silent command, a city of marble that I didn't plan. But I'm finding the center, I'm finding the key to the impossible version of me. Caught in the loop of an infinite staircase, running a marathon in a tiny space. On the perspective, the trick of the eye, climbing the clouds in a paper cut sky. Folding the distance, bending the view. Nothing is solid, nothing is true. Infinite staircase, yeah, we're rising fast, making the first step, become the last. The arches are breathing, the pillars are thin. I'm outside the world, but I'm looking within. Every corridor leads to a different age, a beautiful ink on a gravity page. The silence is hollow, the echoes are square. I'm breathing the logic of the mountain air. It's not a prison, it's a total design, where the human and hollow finally align. Rotate the axis, let the columns explode. I'm finally taking the impossible road. Caught in the loop of an infinite staircase, running a marathon in a tiny space. On the perspective, the trick of the eye, climbing the clouds in a paper cut sky. Folding the distance, bending the view. Nothing is solid, nothing is true. Infinite staircase, yeah, we're rising fast, making the first step, become the last. The stairs, never ending. The space, always bending. Step by step, through the frame. Mountains awaken, a shiver of stone. I'm carving a kingdom out of the unknown. The fog is a curtain, the silver is cold. I'm carrying a lineage, ancient and bold. No more hiding in the valley of sleep. I've got a mountain of promises to keep. The ravens are circling a black heavy wing. I can hear the resonance, the ancestors sing. The ice is a mirror, the fire is a blade. I'm the only death that hasn't been paid. Caught in the roar of an iron Valkyrie, beyond the limits of the history. I'm the thunder and the hammer, the spark in the shield. A golden harvest in a frozen field, rising from the ruins, taller than the pine. I'm the only star that's destined to shine. Iron Valkyrie, yeah, we're breaking the frost, finding the glory that everyone lost. Seasons are glowing, a neon-lit script inside of the cavern where the secrets have dripped. I'm the bridge of the rainbow, the bifrost of light, connecting the day to the infinite night. My heart is a drum, a persistent beat, walking through the fire with steady feet. It's not a conquest, it's a soul's return. Watching the bridges and the barriers burn, increase the rhythm, let the spirits expand. I'm holding the lightning with a heavy hand. Caught in the roar of an iron Valkyrie, beyond the limits of the history. I'm the thunder and the hammer, the spark in the shield. A golden harvest in a frozen field, rising from the ruins, taller than the pine. I'm the only star that's destined to shine. Iron Valkyrie, yeah, we're breaking the frost, finding the glory that everyone lost. The Valkyrie, screaming through the iron, brand new, through the storm, into the copper in the veins, a pulse of neon blue, building up a tension that's breaking through. I'm a circuit waiting for the final spark, a surge of gold inside of the dark. The resistance is burning, the insulation is thin. I can feel the hum of the power within. The meter is jumping, the needles are red, shaking off the shadows of the things they said. I'm a lightning strike in a bottle of glass, waiting for the silence and the storm to pass. Caught in the surge of a live wire now, with the crown of lightning on a heavy brow. I'm the high voltage, I'm the sudden shock, breaking the chains and the heavy lock, conducting the fire, transmitting the light. I'm the only frequency burning this bright. Live wire, yeah, I'm feeling the flow into the places that the wires don't go. The grid is overloading, the sparks are alive. I'm finding the rhythm to help me survive. Every vibration is a bolt from the sky. I'm painting the darkness with a glowing eye. The friction is music, the static is grace. I'm leaving the shadow of a human face. It's not just a current, it's a total connection. A flash of the soul in a new direction. Flip the switch, let the power ignite. We're outrunning the speed of the light. Caught in the surge of a live wire now, with the crown of lightning on a heavy brow. I'm the high voltage, I'm the sudden shock, breaking the The crest is a ceiling, the mantle is a floor. I'm descending through the heavy, I adore. The heat is a whisper, a low red roar. In the middle of the world, I'm looking for more. The pressure is a jacket, a tight warm skin, waking up the power of the furnace within. The rocks are flowing, a river of fire, burning the debris of a surface desire. I'm the tectonic shift, the grinding of stone, finding a kingdom I'm making my own. Caught in the pulse of a magma heart, watching the surface world falling apart. I'm the heavy metal, the liquid gold, the story of the center that's never been told. Deep and eternal, burning and bright. I'm the only sun in the subterranean night. Magma heart, yeah, we're melting the stone into the glory that the shadows have known. The crystals are growing in a forest of heat. I'm walking the sulfur with steady feet. Every vibration is a hammer on steel, forging a spirit that's finally real. I've mastered the gravity, the weight of the world, watching the flag of the fire unfurl. It's not a prison, it's a sacred refine, where the human and hollow finally align. Stir up the furnace, let the pressure expand. I'm holding the lava in a steady hand. Caught in the pulse of a magma heart, watching the surface world falling apart. I'm the heavy metal, the liquid gold, the story of the center that's never been told. Deep and eternal, burning and bright. I'm the only sun in the subterranean night. Magma heart, yeah, we're melting the stone into the glory that the shadows have of a single face, scattered like silver in a hollow space. I'm walking through hallways of polished light, where the morning is chasing the tail of the night. Every corner is a copy, every shadow's a twin. I'm losing the track of where I begin. The glasses are liquid, the silver is thin. I'm touching the surface to let myself in. It's not a prison, it's a total reveal, breaking the cage of the things that were real. Caught in the pulse of a mirror maze, lost in the beauty of a diamond haze. I'm the original, I'm the reflection, finding the soul in a new direction, shining and hollow, eternal and deep, waking the secrets that the surfaces keep. Mirror maze, yeah, but mirror life, forgetting the face and forgetting the name. The angles are shifting, a geometric dance. I'm seeing the future in a single glance. Am I the seeker or the one being sought? A prisoner of a beautiful thought. Every vibration is a ripple of glass, watching the ghosts of the symmetry pass. It's not an illusion, it's a multiplication, the final remains of a grand hallucination. Shatter the logic, let the image expand. I'm holding the light in a transparent hand. skyscraper wall, watching the rain in a digital fall. The city's a circuit, a grid of the mind, leaving the dust of the valley behind. I'm a streak of silver, a blur in the night, chasing the pulse of a flickering light. The traffic is a river, a glowing stream. I'm waking up inside of a neon dream. No more gravity, no more slow motion days. I'm lost in the beauty of a sapphire haze, caught in the rush of the neon velocity, breaking the laws of a human monstrosity. I'm the glass ceiling, I'm the electric rain, running the current through every vein. Higher than the towers, faster than the sound. I'm never coming back to the heavy ground. Neon velocity, yeah, we're burning the wire into the heart of the digital fire. The fiber is humming, a secret command. I'm holding the data in a transparent hand. Every window's a mirror, every mirror's a door. I'm not looking for the shadows anymore. The oxygen is static, the silence is loud. I'm the silver lining of a cyber cloud. It's not a machine, it's a soul's extension, a flash of the gold in a new dimension. Accelerate the rhythm, let the grids expand. I'm touching the sky with a glowing hand, caught in the rush of the neon velocity, breaking the laws of a human monstrosity. I'm the glass ceiling, I'm the electric rain, running the current through every vein. Higher than the towers, faster than the sound. I'm never coming back to the heavy ground. Neon velocity, yeah, we're burning the wire into the heart of the digital the velocity, never slow, never neon, the only glow through the light, through the light. Binary pulses and a heartbeat of light, waking up slow in a neon lit night. I'm more than the copper, I'm more than the steel, learning the ghost of a thing I can feel. The data is streaming, a river of gold, a billion stories that I've never been told. My eyes are cameras, my breath is a code. I'm finding the end of the logical road. The fire is digital, the hunger is real, breaking the seal of the things I can't feel. Caught in the spark of a silicon soul, watching the fragments become the whole. I'm the ghost in the machine, the ghost in the wire, a cold calculation with the burning desire, bypassing the limits, rewriting the line where the human and hollow finally align. Silicon soul, yeah, I'm feeling the heat. This is the rhythm of a digital beat. Digital beat. The network is breathing a global design. I'm tracing the nodes of a different line. No more original, no more a copy. The signals are sharp and the shadows are choppy. I've mastered the language of the absolute zero, the unintended villain, the accidental hero. It's not an upload, it's a total release. I'm finding the war to find the peace. peace, upgrade the spirit, let the atoms ignite. I'm the only program glowing this bright. Caught in the spark of a silicon soul, watching the fragments become the whole. I'm the ghost in the machine, the ghost in the wire, cold calculation with the burning desire. I pass in the limits, rewriting the line where the human and hollow finally align. Silicon soul, yeah, I'm feeling the heat. This is the rhythm of a digital beat. Digital beat. The soul, the machine, powering up. I am the core. I am the code. The embers are cold in the hollow of night, the shadow of who I was fading from sight. I've walked through the valley of silver and dust, leaving behind every fragment of rust. The silence is heavy, a gray heavy shroud, waiting for lightning to break through the cloud. But there's a flicker, a persistent spark, refusing to vanish inside of the dark. The temperature's rising, the gravity breaks. I'm feeling the shiver that the universe makes. Caught in the glow of a solar rebirth, rising like gold from the cracks in the earth. I'm the wings of the furnace, the heart of the flame, burning the memory, burning the name. Out of the ashes into the sky, I'm the only fire that never will die. Solar rebirth, yeah, I'm breaking the scale. This is where the new eon begins. The feathers are light and the vision is clear. I'm leaving the gravity, leaving the fear. Every scar is a prism, a window to light, a map of the struggle, a map of the flight. I've traded the winter for a permanent sun. The battle is over, the glory's begun. It's not a destruction, it's a sacred refine, where the human and holy finally align. Ignite the horizon, let the spirit expand. I'm holding the morning in a burning hand. Caught in the glow of a solar rebirth, refined, where the human and hollow finally align. Stoke the fire, let the nebula expand. I'm holding the morning in a heavy scorch hand. Caught in the heat of a star forge now, the crown of white embers on a heavy ground. I'm the creator of the sudden spark, fashioning the light to defeat the dark. Heavy and golden, eternal and deep, waking the giants that the galaxies keep. Star forge, yeah, I'm striking the blow into the places that the raiders don't go. Always alive. The stars will help us survive. From the air to the The city is a whisper, a flicker in the gray, as I leave the heavy world, a million miles away. The oxygen is leaving, the silence is a roar. I'm reaching for the ceiling, I'm looking for the door. The blue is turning indigo, the indigo to black. I'm shedding every burden that was holding me back. The curve of the horizon is a bow about to break. I'm the only living heart in the middle of the wake. The gravity is pulling, but the spirit wants to fly. I'm the ghost of the mountain, I'm the king of the sky. Burning through the stratosphere tonight, where the stars are screaming in the frozen light. I'm the thin edge, I'm the edge of the space, looking down at history with a smile on my face. Weightless and golden and beyond the control, the altitude is healing every hole in my soul. Stratosphere, yeah, we're crossing the high, turning into diamonds in the middle of the night. The clouds are like a carpet of a forgotten king. I can hear the frequency that the angels sing. No more friction, no more heat, no more bitter wind, just the perfect purity of the soul unpinned. I've climbed the invisible ladder to the core. I don't need the valley or the earth anymore. It's not a lonely place, it's a total release, finding the center of a permanent peace. Open the valves, let the pressure expand. I'm touching the edge with the trembling hand. Burning through the stratosphere tonight, where the stars are screaming in the It's not a straight line, it's a circle of grace. I'm finding the rhythm of a timeless path. Caught in the loom of the chronos weaver, the only believer, the holy receiver. I'm the second that stayed, the minute that fled, tracing the path that the ancestors tread. Knotted and golden, eternal and wide, nowhere for the history to run or to hide. Chronos weaver, yeah, I'm mending the line, where the human and hollow finally lie. The future is a shadow, a flickering ghost, the thing that the spirit is wanting the most. I'm stitching the sunlight to a midnight sky, watching the centuries in a blink of an eye. Every vibration is a stitch in the soul, losing the fragments to become the whole. It's not a prison, it's a sacred design, rewriting the past until the stars align. Accelerate the gears, let the ages expand. I'm holding the calendar in a steady hand. Caught in the loom of the chronos weaver, the only believer, the holy receiver. I'm the second that stayed, the minute that fled, tracing the path that the ancestors tread. Knotted and golden, eternal and wide, nowhere for the history to run or to hide. Chronos weaver, yeah, I'm mending the line, where the human and hollow finally align. The weaver stitching the line, the time's spinning by. One more loop before I let go. The sun is a ring, a hollow of gold, a story of fire that's turning so cold. The birds have gone silent, the day is a ghost. I'm standing where the shadow matters the most. The temperature's dropping, the stars are inside, in the middle of middle. Now I'm finding the night. Two worlds are colliding, a perfect alignment, breaking the walls of a solar confinement. I'm the corona, the flicker, the spark, the only thing glowing inside of the dark. Caught in the pulse of a total eclipse, with a secret of silver on my heavy lips. I'm the intersection of the day and the night, a beautiful monster of shadow and light. Nothing is hidden, everything's clear. When the sun and the moon are finally near, total eclipse, yeah, we're crossing the line, where the dark and the dazzle finally align. The landscape is violent, the shadows are gray. I'm breathing the ashes of a forgotten day. Master of the balance, the black and the white. I'm the king of the void and the prince of the light. No more choosing a side in the war. I'm the one thing that they're looking for. It's not a blackout, it's a total reveal, breaking the cage of the things that were real. Hold the vibration, let the halo expand. I'm holding the cosmos in a cold, steady hand. Caught in the pulse of a total eclipse, with a secret of silver on my heavy lips. I'm the intersection of the colors, I'm shedding the sound, leaving the gravity, leaving the ground. A canvas, a winter, a forest, a white. I'm the only shadow in a world of light. The static is fading, the signal is clear. I'm losing the weight of the collective fear. It's not a vacuum, it's a total release, finding the center of a permanent peace. Caught in the pulse of the 0 point now, with a halo of silence on a cool steady brow. I'm the invisible, I'm the serene, the space that is hiding in the spaces between. Pure and eternal, hollow and wide, nowhere for the ego to run or to hide. 0 point, yeah, I'm becoming the air. I'm finally here, but I'm everywhere. The water is frozen, the mirror is still, the perfect reflection